Well, it's summertime, and that means going out west to visit family, hiking in the great outdoors, swimming in natural springs, and, of course, hearing ghost stories around a campfire. And speaking of ghost stories, there's one from Texas I heard recently that's been keeping me up at night. It's about a ghost cowboy who haunts the small town of Terlingua, which is deep in the heart of West Texas. Terlingua is a ghost town, or rather it's a living town that was once a booming mining town back in the 19th century. Today, it's home to fewer than 60 people and caters mainly to tourists. But apparently, one restless spirit sticks around all year long. He was a cowboy who worked for a ranch in the area, and his name was John. He was a heavy drinker and a gambler, and he would spend most of his money at the Starlight Saloon in Terlingua. And one day he got into a massive fight with another cowboy over a card game. They dueled, and when the smoke cleared, John was dead. They buried him right there but after he died, people started seeing his ghost walking round town, looking for the killer who took his life. To this day, people say they see him walking round the saloon, looking for the cowboy who murdered him all those years ago. Some have even claimed to hear gunshots in the middle of the night that could be the ghost of John taking his revenge. Now, if you don't believe in ghosts, you could just write this off as some made-up story to scare tourists out of town. But there are plenty of locals who claim they've seen the ghost of John, including one local bartender. She was working behind the bar one night and saw a man in a cowboy hat sitting at one of the tables. She thought nothing of it until he started to walk out the door, and that's when she noticed he didn't have a face. Well, she screamed, and he vanished. Some time later, she was cleaning up the bar and looked up at the ceiling. There was a stain up there that looked exactly like a man sitting in a chair. So maybe it was just a really vivid dream that she had. Maybe it was a figment of her imagination. Or maybe there really is a ghost haunting the saloon. There have also been plenty of unexplained phenomena reported at the saloon, like lights turning on by themselves, doors opening and closing on their own, bottles of liquor shaking on the shelves. And those are just the things that people have actually witnessed. Who knows how many strange things have happened there that we'll never know about. Now, this story comes from a very reliable source. A friend of mine knows someone who used to work at that exact saloon, and heard the story firsthand from the bartender herself. My friend says that the whole town is pretty much like that. There are plenty of strange things going on that the locals just kind of ignore because it's a ghost town. It's not like people are moving there and starting to see ghosts and have all these strange experiences and then writing it off as, oh, it's just some old buildings that are making all this creaking noise. No, they're used to it. They expect it. It's just part of living in a ghost town. If you go to Terlingua, you can still visit the Starlight Saloon. And if you ask the bartender, Robert, about John, he'll tell you the story and maybe even show you the spot where John's ghost likes to sit. And if you listen real close, you might be able to hear the sound of a ghost drinking a glass of whiskey and looking for his revenge. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. Also, make sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Until next time, stay safe and don't forget, ghosts don't like it when you ignore them.